Hey guys, today I want to talk about getting the most out of your barbell RDLs, and there's going to be a couple of points, but one in particular point that you're going to be able to take away from this video and implement to make sure you're getting the most out of this movement to get more development from your hamstrings and your glutes. Now the first one, obviously we need to make sure that we're hinging from our hips, and we've said this before in many videos, but making sure that we're able to drive the hips back, keep a neutral spine, tuck the chin down, abs are tight, and we're not having got that rounding and archingness from our back. So really think about hinging the hips back. But the main point I want to get across today is what is happening from your ankle and your knee. What a lot of people tend to do is when they get to the bottom of their range, they can bend the knees, the shins move forwards, the hips move forwards, and then we're fighting against the bar to pull it back and then up. We really want to keep our hips as far back as we can and our shins upright. And I'm going to show you something that's going to get you into the way of thinking to make sure that you keep your hips back as far as you can and your knees back as much as possible without any flexion from your knees. So setting up a box behind you or a bench, something that's not going to move. In this instance, I've set a box up with some blocks behind my calves, and I'm really trying to make sure that I'm driving the backs of my legs against those blocks. And nowhere through the range of movement whilst performing this RDL am I going to allow my legs to move away from the blocks. So if I perform an RDL, I'm really concentrating on driving the hips back, pushing the backs of my legs into the blocks, getting to the bottom of my range, and then driving back up. This is going to make sure that your legs, lower legs and shins stay nice and upright, and you're shoving everything back, keeping the bar nice and close back to the top. Now, if I was to come down to the bottom and allow my knees to fall forwards, you can see the blocks fall away. And that's when my center of mass starts to move forwards and then fighting against the bar, particularly when you start to load it up. So really try this out. This can really set you up to get the most out of this movement and get more development from your hamstrings and your glutes.